Hello, and welcome to my video on connecting to your EC2 instance using PuTTY. PuTTY is an SSH client, much like the PowerShell connection that we had, except that now it's in a GUI form, a graphical user interface. So much like this one right here. Right now I'm connected to my instance by using the PuTTY client. So we're gonna connect to an instance using this client, and I'm going to show you how to do that from the beginning. So I'm going to close this right now, and we're going to start over. I'll start by opening PuTTY. Now there's two pieces of information you're going to need. That's the host name and the private key. You'll always need those two pieces of information, and that's what I showed in the last video as well, which if you haven't watched, please check the description because that video contains the essentials, and those essentials will help you understand this video a lot better. So to get the host name, we simply go to our instance details here. This is my test instance, and I'm gonna get the host name here. Just click on that, and that'll copy. And before copying, make sure to type in ec2-user at, then we can copy the rest. Next, we'll have to supply the private key. So we'll go to here where it says SSH, but make sure to click the plus, and then here where it says auth, click the plus again, and then you'll see credentials. Browse for the private key, and you'll see that I actually can't see anything. Why? PuTTY only accepts .ppk format, and the private key that we have is .pem, as you can see over here. So this is the part that we have to configure. And in order to do that, we're going to open up PuTTYgen. Now this comes with your installation of PuTTY. We're going to load our key. And you have to click all files for this, or else you won't be able to find your key. So it's opened. Now we'll save the private key. Click on yes. We'll save it here as whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it my test key pair. I like to call it the same name as the original, but we're going to remove the .pem. We're going to leave it by itself. And then we're going to put .ppk here, save as type .ppk. Now it's saved. We can close PuTTYgen. So we can browse here again, and now we have my test key pair .ppk. And before opening your session, make sure to name these settings so you don't have to reconfigure everything. Otherwise, you'll have to start over, and it's very annoying. You won't have to convert the key again, but you still have to enter the host name and load your key over here, and you know it can be annoying. So let's save this as test settings. Click on save, click on this, click on open. Now this is the fingerprint that I talked about as well. We'll go ahead and check. Once again, if you don't know what I'm doing, please check the video that I uploaded previously, which is in the description. And so here, I'll go back to PuTTY here. This matches this. See how they're ED25519? This is ED25519, and just by looking at them and comparing, they do match. Therefore, I can accept this connection as being the actual server I want to connect to. And that's it. I'm connected to my instance using PuTTY. Whether you want to use PuTTY or whether you want to use PowerShell, it's preference. Sometimes you may want to use one over the other. They're both fine for connections because you're using SSH, and it's the protocol that matters in the end. So if this video was super helpful, make sure to like. Also make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And if you have some comments, add them to the comment section. I'll see you on the next one.